Can still stay in it on this game.
Still only a 6-point game. Paul finds his spot. Chris Paul with 12.
Trapped over there. It is the 6th turnover of the game. The first 5, 10-0 in points off mistakes. Chris Paul back out there as well with it. All of a sudden, big lead down to 8. Make it 10. So good. Yeah, well, and he let Anthony Davis's first shot of the night doesn't get the roll. 14 of 18 last night, 32 points. It'll be Chris Paul. Boy, doesn't waste any time once he's got a for the league leader in that category. And Jordan thought he was going to lob it, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He was jumping like, I'm ready for the lob, partner. Chris Paul.
All the time. Scottie Pippen, same thing. They just beat you to death, and then at the end of the day, you're complaining the whole time, but that's ugly.
Yeah, nobody at the rim at all. Both bigs out.
Long bomb. Harden, the long bomb, is short. Clippers went through a little bit. This is his 5th game back. Acclimation with Paul back in, especially Griffin. As Paul, nice soft touch, because Griffin handled the catch and finish. They have developed a nice rapport, those two.
He can develop a rapport with anybody.
Yeah. One of the great passers.
And pretty good finisher, too, when he
Are upset about it.
Right. Yeah.
But hey, he got what he wanted, the whistle. So he got his job done. It'll be Chris Paul. And lead is up.
His best game of the year at 19 points and 5 threes against the Knicks.
And we're tied at 21. Paul into the paint.
And that one even hit the front rim, and Chris was mad.
Still counts.
Yeah, he's happy to.
Nick Calathis is in for Mike Conley. Griffin with 10 on the clock. Paul left open.
And that's the first time in 2 games.
Lopez can finish. Here come the Clippers. Crawford has the screen, goes the other way. 14 shot clock. Chris Paul will see what he can orchestrate right now. He'll do it himself. Doesn't look like he's doing it again real soon. There he is. And they have Batum on him. Momentarily. That's one fly by for the Cavs. And over the outstretched arms of Jordan.
He's been playing really well.
Matt Barnes. Way out to DeAndre Jordan, the trailer man, into the front court.
Clippers now have like 10 seconds on the shot clock. They're like, what is this? We haven't been here yet.
Chris Paul's first
assist a game this year. It dropped to 5.8 after just one dime the other night. If the team shoots 45% the other night, he probably has a few more assists. They only shot 38%. Second chance opportunity, and Chris Paul converts on it.
in, but it comes down now to Blake Griffin, and here come the Clippers. Bobcats have been able to keep some of the big guns in this lineup quiet, except that one. Chris Paul now with 4.
Rattling that out. Green the follow.
Well, Logan had already taken himself out of the lane defending, so he wasn't there to block that.
Curry, how hot am I? Field
has the rebound. Second year out of Michigan State. Out there with Barnes, O'Neal, Curry, and Thompson. Steph Curry, he really picked it up. Roy Hibbert averaged almost 17 last March.
Well, he's got a good opportunity. He's playing against some good teams, and he'll get some opportunities, as will
Thompson. Thompson will play the best small forward, two-guard, or point guard every night in the big games. He deserves a lot of credit. Oh, Curry. Oh, boy. 20 points for Curry.
2 of 10.
Hold the screen a bit.
Steph Curry, bottoms of 3.
Tom Thibodeau is going to call a timeout and regroup them. It's hard to get any kind of run on these guys. And you can see, I've been in games like this, and you're like walking in mud, and you just can't get out of it.
Curry, what a move down the lane.
Inside.
And you look at it and say the Warriors are shooting 56%. That's great. Detroit's at 60%. He had one 4-point.
Does he get there? He better be a great dancer, because all these moves that he has out here, I mean, you have to be able to use them besides basketball sometime.
Curry for the answer. You bet. And Jeremy Lin.
Mark Jackson, you'd start thinking about maybe Hackett Dwight. He's only 1 for 6 from the foul line. Unless Harden really gets going, I say you just stay with your defense.
Curry, the teardrop gets a friendly roll.
Steph Curry has 26 points in this game.
If you can, you want the ball out of Steph Curry's hands.
He drives in on Chalmers and banks it up and in for a 1-point Warriors run and a foul on Chalmers.
String music.
Anything on the rim, man. Must be nice. Quick release.
Sixers scoreless about the last 4.5 minutes of game time. There's Curry for another 3. And it's coming apart for the Sixers here in the second.
He's kind of been stuck in the mud for 2 nights now. He's been a half step slow tonight. That was a beautiful pass leading Thad to the basket.
Curry bumped en route by Hawes. It goes uncalled to Steph Curry.
But it really was to his advantage because it allowed him to get some separation away from Iguodala. Suns back up by 14. Curry sweeping in.
And he's big for his confidence.
Absolutely. You get in the passing lane, says he's got that quickness back.
Steph tries the 2.
Aldridge again. This time getting point blank range, but kind of rolled up his arm.
And he's definitely not clicking. Give David Lee credit.
Curry hides behind Bogut and buries a 3.
Valley State, where they retired his jersey. He's in the Hall of Fame at Utah Valley State. Had a great career there. They're in the WAC now. Division I. As Harden knocks in the jump.
It's opening up a little bit for him.
A guy that players like to play with Harden Price. Harden with a nice drive.
Possession by the Pistons, and they slice the lead to 3. Harden gets a Howard screen, fires outside, fills it up.
I think everyone in the arena felt he got away with the offensive armbar. Ref didn't see it. Harden right back at him. You have to get sent back on defense.
Lead the league in assists over 11 a game, but he hasn't played enough games to qualify amongst the leaders. That will change once he continues to play more. Harden's jump shot. The best, though, was when we asked Kevin McHale what he thought about flopping.
It's a great answer. He said, when the guy...
And when I see Lee, I try to think, because has there ever been a big guy who was ambidextrous like he is? Harden with a big 3 coming back for...
Ben McLemore will come in at the next timeout. Here's Harden. James Harden.
Pass. Brooks. 6 Rocket turnovers turned into 8 Laker points. Harden lets it go, and he drains.
Important for your other players to move, especially when your ball handler has picked up his dribble.
Harden for the long shot, good.